This is the old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here. The entrance must be on the other side.
Utterly useless. Where's a decent saw when you need one?
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir, is that a Salakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people that I've never heard of.
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember or their stories. I do.
When Surtur invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. But the war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was weary. Long after, I learned how Surtur devoured the elf's immortal light, hugger by hugger. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What huggers does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel. The other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Aesir, treasonous daughter of Surtur, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this. This something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide. But I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
I know the place. Home to the most ill-tempered shits imaginable.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Vangren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broker. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two. I'll follow you once I've finished taking what I need.
starving dwarves produce so much shit. So many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Ogler.
He's the master of this workshop.
Master? Nah, but he's chief when the masters ain't here.
Let's see.
So many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
Do I look like I got time for small talk? I do not take kindly to being interrupted.
So many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
Isn't it? Harvey?
An Aesir. How can so many starving dwarves produce...
Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger.
Yeah, the chief. Name's Okler.
Go speak with Okler again.
Is that Harvey?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brokkr or Sindri.
They still breathe. Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you.
Not my business where he goes.
And Brokkr?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brokkr when he shows up.
Tell him Havi of Asgard was here.
Havi of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
3 times it stung me. 3! On the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel! A big one!
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is...
Horseshit. Master Brooker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother, did you find him?
Yeah. You never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat?
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunger's special meat.
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aelthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Ivaldi with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? He was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
So, why is the great Ivaldi snooping around up?
Hoping to find something useful. More for me, since this dump is no better. Is it too much to ask for some decent tools around here?
You wouldn't know decent if it sprouted wings, flew up your arse sideways, and laid a golden egg. Remind me, why do I find myself in company?
Bigger it. You might learn something.
Child! Fuck off! I'm the same age.
You are always welcome.
In all that time, consider what I have learned, and what you haven't.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
Sure I know you. So, why is the great Ivaldi snooping around? Did anyone so, why is the great Ivaldi snooping around our old workshop?
What do you want?
Hoping to find something useful. More for me, since this
Why are you here?
Be gone from here, please!
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
Remind me, why do I find myself company?
Bigger it, child. You might learn something.
Child! Fuck off! I'm the same age.
In all that time, consider what I have learned, and what you haven't.
Are you followed?
Is it too much to ask for some decent tools around here?
You wouldn't know decent if it sprouted wings, flew up your arse sideways, and laid a golden egg.
Time to make them talk. I must hand it to Sindri, even after all that has happened. He still has the defiance to see a Hoard of Svata at his finest. The sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. And Jotnar too. Where are they holding him, I wonder?
Bring me another barrel!
Spells aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot. The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sindri's nose would have guided him here. I sense that Sindri's been here. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they're not as light as they look. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri, and here, a bag of roasted acorns. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. What do we have here? The muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's Hus, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive. Most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jarn's Hus. That is where I should go next.
Don't just stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of any of you. Put me out of my misery so I... Where, oh where?
Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I got to find most of the dead have been roasted above the flames. That other body over there. I hope it is not who I think it is.
On the side!
I know this mark. Whoever he was, he had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense the Salakar was satisfied with his wish. The elders food, that amulet, the sigil, Sindri, reckless fool. All this was a me. Oh well, it is done. Must return the body to Hoard.
Stay awake. March here. Sleep there. Keep that. Keep my wits about. Damn shadow.
Who knows what else?
Is this Sindri? Noblest of dwarves?
Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarfs. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker. dwarves have come up with a crafty way to cross the lake.
Missing
I must find a way to ease Brooker's sorrow.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written. I must find a way to ease Brooker's sorrow, and make him amenable to my wishes.
How can I talk with you when my heart is torn asunder?
I'll cut down that oak tree now Sindri's gone. Can't stand the sight of it without him. Where could they be?
Is something wrong, Vassal?
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aelthorpe. If you want, I can fetch.
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri.
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
And you have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. Wouldn't be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
Very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki, friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage that tonight he feasts in Valhalla. The first of his kind to ever do so. Ivaldi has come.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off!
We must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Baldur?
Baldur lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Ivaldi has come. Perhaps he can be of use. Have saved a place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother, a true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
It's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But defying Surtur was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Surtur's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you, and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad, Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son, and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
The finest?
Good to see you're getting along. So, broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your own...
Bickering dwarves. How unusual.
Aesir, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Ymir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more... amenable.
I'll return when I'm done. And I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
This old...
I have work to do. See you, old friend. I should not be seen in this area.
To battle!
So this is where Sigmar creates her mysterious army.
Let's go!
Give me a hand over here!
with me!
Hey! Come here!
Catch you!
Give me a hand! Come! Help me with this! Give me a hand with this!
Some good loot here.
Hey! Can't do this alone!
Done for now!
Glad they're here for the taking.
gonna be right! No! Go!
Leave! You can't help!
Trying to trip the fool.
she-demon stores her precious supplies. The gods here are vigilant. Warriors will have grumbling bellies, and only stakes in which to fight. My eyes.
Travel the spaltal thing, she says. Paint all the signs to the shelters, she says. My bloody, very bloody day. Might have painted a few too many of these, come to think of it. Tried to sneak up on me, you frosty bastard! Not today, Jotun! Ha ha, Jotun! You can't fool me with your shape-shifting, even in your current ugly form.
Stand your ground! You address no Jotun, sniveling sack of...
Where did he go? And how do I get out of here?
Vermin, you Jotnar caller! And so vermin shall feast upon you! Good riddance, scum! Jotun! You can't fool me with your shape-shifting, even in your current ugly form.
Stand your ground! You address no Jotun, you sniveling sack of...
Where did he go? And how do I get out of here?
Greedy, thieving Jotun! Invading our lands isn't enough. Now you have to pilfer everything we have. Lest we burn the ice out of your blood, eh?
When I get my hands on you.
Vermin, you Valhalla! And so vermin shall feast upon you! Good living, scum!
Not good.
When I get my hands on you.
You jump narcola, and so vermin shall feast upon you. Good riddance, scum!
When I get my hands on you.
You Jotnar call us, and so vermin shall feast upon you. Good riddance, scum! Vermin, you Jotnar call us, and so vermin shall feast upon you. Good riddance, scum! vermin, you Jotnar Kolla, and so vermin shall feast upon you. Good riddance, scum!
When I get my hands on you. Cautious. Unleash the beasts.
Stop, you!
Raiders down! Alarm!
No more piggies for you, Sinmara. What do you see, Sunan?
Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know, impossible.
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains. It holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf Hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigar, Kaldar, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Salakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Seder?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutur.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Sinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Salakar holds. It must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
I'll reclaim it, once Baldur is safe. Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know... gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. I've gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. If there's one thing I know, impossible is impossible. Retaking the Salakar won't be easy. I may have to release Loki and ask for his aid. His talent for theft is unmatched. What I have done to him, and him to me. Once I've rescued Baldur, we will be even. Loki will see that. I must announce my arrival.
You bring that which is Sutter's. Give me what is mine. I will hand over what is his. Come midway.
Baldur, I've got you. potion to have worked. Baldur is behind one of these doors. Locked cells. I must find the proper keys. This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him. All of them are here, it seems. This written in Baldur's hand. No light, but only darkness visible. Revealing sights of woe, realms of endless agony. This hopelessness. It is not the Baldur I know, no matter his pain and turmoil. A hidden room behind this wall. It seems that it can contain these tricky inventors. I guess I shouldn't touch every piece of paper I find lying around.
No.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe, symbol of hope, renewal. But not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you.
Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim.
Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort.
I've seen dwarves with better stature.
Take care of it.
Damn you, Aesir!
Soldiers' screams still ring in my ears like glorious music.
Put an arrow in the dog! Stay on your guard!
Finally! The hero of Asgard. But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver. You're mine! You cluck and scratch like an old hen! The flame! I have you now! You're mine! Oh no!
Lucky shot!
If you're going to fight, fight! Give me your strength. That is fire, but... By my command! You never fail to disappoint.
What is it? What did you see? All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before it began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Baldur, Havi's son. You know what I mean.
So Baldur met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There is more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you who rejected the vision.
Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace it, the vision will not return. Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Meet me in the forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Nonsense! It is not that complicated.
You do not appreciate the subtleties of a cutting flight. That is why you misunderstand.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valka's special sauces again?
I am troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a log that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend. Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable, to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldi, of Brukker and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangvin. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Toby, and well told. Sven would be proud. Are you and Bridget well?
Of course. The flames soothe my mind, as do the tales told here.
Do you have one to share, Gunnar? A legend of Svartalfheim.
Aye, a story of a king who could not see the wood for the trees. Raidmar, greatest of dwarven kings. Within his palace in Gulnamar, he wanted for nothing except an heir. Raidmar and his wife had grown old. Perhaps too old. Late one night, consumed with worry, Raidmar walked in the shadow of his vast mountaintop palace, tears in his eyes. "The great king! What ails you?" a voice said. Afraid, Raidmar saw no one. "Who goes there?" he replied. Then he saw who addressed him. A vast and ancient tree, perhaps almost as old as Ymir himself. Raidmar sat upon its roots and told the tree he feared he was too old to give his subjects the legacy they deserved. The tree was so moved, it wept and offered its tears to Raidmar. "Drink, great king," it said, "and your woes shall be washed away." Raidmar observed the grass, the meadows, the leaves of the tree. His subjects' happiness could be seen in how they cared for the land. His legacy was all around him. Raidmar felt at ease, realizing he had everything he needed, and asked that the land receive the tree's gift instead. The tree's happy tears flowed evermore, enriching the land. 9 moons passed, and a baby's cry rang through Raidmar's palace. Long would dwarves place gifts in the weeping tree's roots, in memory of Raidmar and his kindness that shaped all he touched.
All things happen when they should, old friend.
I hope so.
I hear you seek tales of Svartalfheim. You are not alone in your glimpses of the Aesir.
You have seen them too?
No. Only the power the visions hold, and their effect on those ones held dear.
You speak of Sigurd.
Do you want my tale or not? There was a dwarven miner who cared only for his work. Mining was all he knew, all he wanted to know, and all he would ever know. One day, he heard a strange noise. All his long life working in the northern mines of Vangrim, he had never known a boulder to squeak. He ignored it at first, but as the hours passed, the squeaking continued relentlessly. When the miner could take no more, he split the boulder apart with his pick, and then he saw a squirrel. Until now, pinned by the boulder, afraid and tired, the freed squirrel climbed into the miner's long beard and slept for 3 days. When the dwarf awoke the next day, he found fruit and nuts waiting for him. A gift from the squirrel, the first the miner had ever received. Finally, the miner had a friend. The squirrel led the dwarf to a stone hill within a lake. There, the dwarf would fish for supper, while the squirrel played in the trees. One night, watching his fishing line, the dwarf drifted off to sleep, smiling, enjoying the happy squeaks of his friend above. When the sun rose, its light did not find the dwarf, for he had turned to stone, his short-lived bliss captured evermore.
And the squirrel?
It never left his side, hoping his friend would awaken, just as the miner had waited for the squirrel to do the same.
Sigurd. He's not lost to us. In every great story there is truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, in the place they spoke of.
I will tie your hands now.
What purpose will that serve?
You are too much the warrior, Eivor. You will not recognize your fear until you are helpless before it. Drink.
You say this will bring the vision back. Is that all? You mean to leave me here? Valka! This is... Why must I be tied? Valka? Untie me! The wolf is coming and I cannot reach my weapon! Valka! Valka!
So many. Where did they come from? I have to break these bonds. The more I struggle, the tighter the bonds become. There must be a trick to this. What did Valka say? Give in to it. Be still. It's working. The bonds are loosening. Free. Now for the reckoning. Like a nightmare upon waking. What illusion is this?
Cursed bandit! Come then! You'll not find me lacking! It is like fighting a river! I know you. So but I am not a child anymore. He's gone. For now. I am ready, Volka. It is time. Svartalfheim. Even after all these eternities away, I still hate the place. Yet it offers me the hope of revenge. Sweetest of morsels. The realm is changed, but this is not Surtur's doing. It is something more. I must find Brokkr and Ivaldi. Let us still have my Salakar nice and safe. Has the shelter fallen? These muspels are a plague.
Help us, High Save us!
Please help us!
Rid us of these savages! Don't let any of them escape!
Don't abandon us! Flame, give me strength!
Over here!
Thank you, my friend. It is appreciated.
Norns favor you.
Damn muspels. They came out of nowhere.
Where is the Salakar? Have you lost it?
Brokkr left the shelter yesterday before the raid even happened. Took the Salakar with him.
Where has he taken it?
Since you went away, he has become erratic. The Salakar, it's all that matters to him now.
You should learn from his example. Now where is he? Where?
The other night, he spoke of exploring the crater of Eitri to seek out more answers.
He takes the Salakar to Surtur's front door.
Wait! Where have you been these past few days?
Days. No matter. It's where I go that matters.
And where is that? Eitri?
Wherever I can find vengeance.
Calm yourself, Harvey. Collect your wits. An eye for an eye will leave us all blind.
What do I care of eyes?
Be on your way, please.
traitor. Brave fool means well, but risks cheating me of my vengeance. What is it with these two brothers? One died sneaking after mead. The other now risks death by taking his job too far. See you, dwarf.
Broker, where is my Salakar?
Take it easy, it's right here, nice and safe. Wanted to investigate something, but then I tripped and...
Can you walk? No. Then I shall carry you.
Oh, gentle! Ah, I ain't a bleeding sack of spuds, you know.
What have you learned of the Salakar?
Might just know how to use it. Of course, you going after Surtur. you'll most likely end up feasting in Valhalla.
Valhalla. It is for the feeble and the blundering. No, I shall not die. Worlds may end, but I, Harvey, shall abide.
What about Sindri? You calling him feeble?
What would he be doing in... Ah, yes. He's there in Valhalla, of course. For one such as he, it is a great honor. Now then, this looks like a good place to put you down. So, tell me the Salaka's purpose.
Haven't a clue?
Can it kill Sutor?
Well, that ain't its purpose. But yeah, I think it can.
How?
It harnesses the light. A lot of light.
That was Baldur's gift. To turn day to night and back. Is that why Sutor stole his Hugr?
Yeah, the others, they're just for balance. But, see, there is one more in there. Like Baldur's. Incomplete.
Whose is this Hugr?
Surtur's. An itsy bitsy snippet, mind you.
I don't understand.
I think if the Salakar touches Surtur, the two will come together.
The Salakar is already complete. Nothing gets in or out.
A torn Hugr will always try to reunite itself. His might just be strong enough to do it. If that happens, he will become the Salakar.
Then nothing can stop him.
Only if he can control all that light. But I don't think he can. His old carcass ain't made for it. It'll be like trying to hold the ocean in a single hog's bladder.
This thinking. How can I be sure you're right?
You ain't heard all me workings out.
Do you truly believe the coming together will be too much for Sutur?
Best try it when he's weak. Ideally dead. Not dead, of course. Just normal dead. Before he wakes up all over again.
You've done well. Now give me the Salakar and leave this place. It is too dangerous.
I ain't leaving. I come this far.
Do as you're told. Friend. I wonder, the Språker sent me to my death. No, my destiny is Ragnarok, far in the future, not Svartalfheim. Turn them into savage victory. This place is heavily guarded. Baldur, you will be avenged. That is my pledge. No one No one shall dare strike down the seed of Odin and live to tell the tale. Here, fool! Your twilight comes.
Still drawing breath? I have a cure for that. You look old, Rocky. Let me
You won't squeal. You'll be too busy choking under a sword.
I fear a dark destiny.
I am Ragnarok, destroyer Sutor.
Give us a hand.
This is no place for dwarves.
I've earned my right to see this through. I told you it would work, and there you are, doubting me. I might have got it wrong. This looks like it was just a key. That, on the other hand...
Half a key. You want the rest? Come, claim it!
You really shouldn't have come here. You! Come and claim it!
Ah! I don't run from the fire! I am the fire! Gonna fly!
So much for your grand plan, you fool. You sought to harness the power of the light. The power of my son! It would have turned you into the wrecker of worlds. But in this feeble state, his light will devour you whole! I must return to the shelter and share the news of my triumph.